The snack camp. Check it out. There's your fries. Oh my goodness. I think we're already in trouble here because I think all of our stuff got dropped or something. We're in the lake shore, then we're up here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I entered the lake and all of our stuff fell in, so we don't have a lantern or anything. So... this like keeps my fingers cleaner for the keyboard, but takes so much more brain power. So we also didn't figure out for sure what makes the old man appear or not appear in this room further up here. Why not use like regular chopsticks? Cause then my hands, then I have to put them down. And these fingers will be occupied. I don't know. Oh. Responding to a message quick. Like I said earlier, if you missed it, we might have to end stream suddenly and run away for a family thing. Okay. I have no idea how far we're gonna get in this today, but we're gonna do our best. Okay, this room, the engravings room. Right now, there's no one else in here but us. But sometimes there's an old man, and when we feed him a loaf of bread, he'll show us a secret passage. I don't know what causes that yet. I did write down some room counts. Or move counts, rather. No one here. Okay, he's here. That's good. Wake man. Give bread to man. All right. So now we can go back to this crazy elevator room. So we are here now. We're gonna go up here to this crazy insanity with this good old room. Hi, Epsilon. I'm at no, not yet. We still have a bit left to do before we're the dungeon master. I can't remember if I pushed the button or not. I don't even remember what that did. No, wait. Oh, we need the mirror. That's right, okay. Ooh, I might have messed this up. Get mirror. Right? No, the chest. Place chest. Buy beam. How did we do this? Place chest in front of beam. Drop chest. Yeah. Fine, just being a goblin. Living in the dungeon, doing your own thing. That sounds like a pretty nice life. I know we opened this somehow. The chest is locked. Did we have some sort of lever? Maybe we need a sword. Button rooms, we go up. Turn on lamp. So we're at the junction, we go west again, we can go southwest. Okay, so now we have found our mysterious hooded figure yet again. Hi, Belcher. Good morning out. It is, yeah, it's close. Whatever time. Happy Tuesday, hope you're doing well. Okay, so far this is going a bit better than other fights we've had. Strength appears to be fading. I don't think we're there yet. This defense is too great. Okay, alright. No, wait, what? No! I thought we were gonna get another... Well, I'm glad I saved. Somewhere I did one too many. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was getting that line confused with has some wounds and is probably not capable, I think. Well, I had many opportunities to do that in that last fight. You slowly remove the hood and you see your own face. Okay. Get cloak. So, yes. We're set. Still not positive about the red button. Maybe that's what moved. Oh. Mm-hmm. I forgot. Yes. The mirror, okay, has been opened. But now we have a sword to maybe defend ourselves. Okay, this is this room. Just don't worry about it, just believe me. There's a lot going on in this room. A lot. It has mostly just led us to death, but we can get it to move. Into the mode of Daventry Castle. Fortunately, not today. It worked. Yeah, I uploaded a clip from The Legend of Carandia to YouTube and Instagram. It's a good. I really thought it made sense. I was debated. Thanks, Nate. I need to reorder this one because this one's actually a little more to the left than the actual design. Not a correct final print of the shirt, but alright, so now that we're in this room, what do we want to do? We've gone to the, I believe that's supposed to say narrow room, and in those rooms we were met with a terrible fate. Some big statues murdered us. Which also taught us some things. You know, it wasn't all for naught. Pull my notes out from under the fries. A lot of Laura Bow notes. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to I forgot to say hello to the sailor. Rip. Probably rip. Maybe. I could go back and do it right now, I guess. I have the move count for the sailor marked at around 48. So we're well past that, so it might be too late. Earthquake, though, has happened anywhere between 87 and 115 so far. That could happen whenever. I don't know what that affects yet. And I think I know what ultimately we're gonna need to, like, win the game. The sailor will remember that. No, I'm sorry. Leave the vial for me anyways. A teaching murder. Yes, an educational murder. Oh, God. I should have written more down. Like, what exactly to do in this room. Oh, not bar. Man, we figured this out and now I'm having to like refigure it out. As we can turn this, pushing the panels moves us. The pine panel will open the door, while the mahogany moves over Rose. Gotta find it. Gotta find that brain cell. We'll get it. Been done. We just have to redo it. Okay, so I think if I push pine, it'll open, but we don't want to go. Oh, earthquake happened. 85. That's a little bit earlier than the one that we had marked as the earliest. I don't think I'm going to want to go through this door, but we're going to. Thought the pine wall was east of us. Oh, north, of course. Oh, now we're back in here. Okay, that's kind of okay. Okay. Because we went back over a compass rose. North. North? I went north and did that? So we rotated. Should have gone south to go back out that room if we hadn't moved. Oh. Iron walls are dangerous. Okay, but I'm wrong. It was a part of the long hallway. East to west walls are dressed in stone. In the center of the hall, southeast or southwest. Oh, maybe this is like further up here. And that'll go into the narrow room. Save. Corridor continues north. If I go southeast, we're in the narrow room. West wall is a large mirror. Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna go back. Oh. I'm gonna go back and then go north again. And now we're at the Guardians of Zork. Okay. A tectonic plate. I like it. Oh boy. Getting a little close to the top here. Kind of reminds me of like train turnstiles. You know what I mean? The east and the west halls are just, oh yes. Somewhere to the north, and identical stone statues face each other from pedestals on opposite sides of the corridor. The statues represent guardians of Zork, a military order of ancient lineage. They are portrayed as heavily armored warriors, standing at ease, hands clasped around formidable bludgeons. If formidable indeed. We have died. Many times. At this moment, I don't think we're getting past them. But if we had a handy dandy vial that I don't remember what it does, but maybe it makes us invisible. Interesting. It's about to be a tour. We have more paper. I drew little guardians. So now we know. That can't be all that that room does, right? There's so many options. God, it didn't look like a lot of fries, but that was a ton of fries. Okay, so we're in the beam room. If we try to go north like we did originally to get to the main hallway entrance to the through the mirror. That's so weird. Because we can't do that anymore. Now there's a wooden wall blocking our way. I'm assuming that means maybe the outside of that crazy room that we were in before, but how do we get back in it? If we even can. Maybe I need to push the button again. Yeah, okay. Maybe not, though. Maybe that's kind of... Okay, because the way we are now... Oh, it's gonna explain it wrong, isn't it, though? In a north-south direction... I'd imagine we're kind of like this, because the pine wall opened. This is not gonna make any sense. The pine wall opened us into this hallway above where we initially had started to get us to the room with the guardians. We came back in through the mirror. I don't think that they're gonna open on the non-cardinal directions, whatever you call those. Northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. Was this just a really, really complicated way to make a circle? Because here are our mirror entrances. These side rooms. We came in initially through a mirror from this room, but then we can't anymore after that it closes. And I think our only other exit is the pine wall, which so far I think has only worked on the north and the south.
Ordinal directions.
Thank you, Valachek. Ordinal directions. That's what I meant. Cordinal directions. Valachek, thank you so much for that resub for 44 months. That's a lot of months. Goodness gracious. Any amount is a long time, honestly, to put up with me. Thank you. I hope you continue to enjoy your rainbow couch and your emotes. It's good to see ya. Welcome to... We live here now. Arrow and the T-bar are pointing south. As opposed to originally when they were pointing west. So yeah, that would make sense for this to be like this now. Score 3 out of like 10 though, right? 7 out of 7, even better. So it could be worse, and it obviously could be 4 points better. My potential. So we have already squandered it because of the sailor bit, but I think that's possibly all that there is to this room, which is a little bit disappointing. You knew. Okay, you knew. I thought you might, but just to clarify, our percentage is 3 out of 450. Although it feels like it sometimes. Well, heck, then I don't need to be here at all. All the stuff that we got from these other rooms. There's the 8 room, which we got the Gru repellent. The sacrificial temple scary place. Damp passage. Why did I not write down what was there? Why am I such a goof? I was sick. I'll give myself an excuse, I guess. At least I took some kind of notes. Right, not sarcastic. Yeah, gotcha. Thank you. Sorry. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm doing okay. It is a bit of a shock. I was very surprised. But thank you. Yes, this is our map so far. Kind of goes without saying that it's kind of hard to see, but it's shaping out okay, I think. Might be in a little trouble up here, but this is our start. I think we're about to have to start over anyways. I gotta figure out what that earthquake affects. We got stuck in the puzzle room before. Technology Museum has the gold, black, and rusty silver machines. I already did that. thought I wrote something down with those. Right now I'm in Tyrandia notes though. And then I pay homage to the eye lords of the eternity. Ra, strong is thy sail in the wind. Yeah, dang. That's very good on Zork notes. Okay. Let's restart. Dang, that was going pretty well move count wise, I feel like. But I need to get that vial. And refresh my memory with everything that's kind of down here in these two corridors with the historical flat headland and beyond the lake. So maybe it's worth just doing that and forgetting the vial again at this moment, since we're probably just gonna waste time. My keyboard is a little... How does one, like, proper clean a keyboard? That's what I need to know. I've used, like, you know, cleaning material and a duster, like compressed air. I think I'm gonna just, like, remove the keycaps and put them in soapy water. I've had this keyboard for forever and I've never taken off this little piece of plastic covering the logo. And I kind of don't want to. Is it mechanical? Yes. 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 Pop all the keys out, remove the circuit, and wash it in the sink. You can pop the keys off and do that. If not, yeah, just wet paper towel, compressed air, and some detail cleaners. I've seen those like goo things, but I feel like that's bullshit. Does it work? That's what I was just... Does the slime stuff work? I kind of want it for the car too. There are people who put their mechanical keycaps in the dishwasher without... They don't melt? I wouldn't do that. I would rather put them in the washing machine because I can control the temperature of the water, or just get a new keyboard. I could. But I like this keyboard. There's nothing wrong with it except the F key occasionally comes off. It's not that old either, I don't think. Couple years. You love the slime stuff? You think it's really good? Interesting. But then you still would have to go back and sanitize. If that, you know. Depending on how clean you wanted it to be, I guess, but... The slime is sanitizing? Really? New computer came with a keyboard, but I'm still using my old one. Dirty as hell. Can't even read half the keys anymore. Might need to clean that one. I can still read these. But some of them are matte and some of them are shiny, so that's probably wear. But also it makes me feel like they're greasy. And they're definitely dusty. Alright, exploring. Do we want a sword before we explore? I don't think we have encountered anything except ourselves. Oh, you just worn the letters off? Oh, snap. Some love into that laptop. Laptop? Keyboard. Good morning. South. I like this song a lot. To the west, a path leaves the rock and enters... Okay, so west West goes to the Land of Shadows. Licking the keyboard. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna keep my mouth off of the keyboard and all of its parts. I just need one of those golf ball cleaners at like putt-putt places. Do they still do that? Like I haven't seen one in a long, even at putt-putt places. Just put a couple of keys in there and crank it around. Okay, no. So we want to turn off lamp, drop all, get in lake, go lake. Go lake. And enter lake, it's literally telling us right there. Oh! You are floating on the surface of the lake. The water is ice cold and your ability to survive here is swim north puts you at your starting point. Conditions to the east are poor where the lake turns into a swamp. Yes, understandable. We could go other directions though. We could go west to the western shore or south to the southern shore. A bird? That's new. Eat rock. Deep fry rock. A rock in the stones is worth a rock in the stone. I survived. Oh no, but is the torch on the south shore or the western shore? Okay. I don't think I can go anywhere. I can peek up. Yeah. Oh, but I won't be able to get the torch over here unless I can go teleporty kazoozles, but it won't get me to the southern shore. Interlake, verbose. Always verbose. Otherwise I will forget and or miss things. Deep fry rock, a delicacy. That's my new genre. My band, we're deep fry rock. All right. The indicator is reading 2 now, so if I look at the vista, it will take us to room 8, I think. Or the table. I should save. I should touch the table. Okay, I want to leave now. Okay. I think I want to keep the torch over here though. If our lantern's still on the other side of the lake, I'm gonna be able to get to damp passages here. Whoop. I'm gonna be able to teleport into there. I won't be able to leave, I don't think. But I will be able to drop off stuff that we pick up from these other rooms. I have them labeled here, kind of. We're back in the viewing room. So look, indicator reads 3. That'll take us back to the damp passage. We're gonna wait. I don't think we want to go in here, but yeah, this is yeah, our guts get removed. Yep. Probably death. Definitely death. Okay, so we wait again. Now we touch the table. So we're in the timber room. Get timber. No matches or anything. Fine. So we leave. We're back in the viewing room. Now we just have to wait for it to roll back to 3. Ah! Did I? I still have yeah. Do I want to keep the torch over here? I guess I should for now, and then if I need to bring it back, I can. Okay. So our Gru Repellent and our Timber should now be accessible to us on the other side of the lake so we don't drop everything. We definitely can't go east, right? Swamp is impassable. North. So if I go to the steps, I'll get the aqueduct view. I don't know if we want to do that, but sure. Okay. Get the bread and chest. Oops. Wait. Oh, the chest is down the cliff. Get bread. Climb. Down rope. Get chest. Oh, hi roast beef. I am doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well today. Happy Tuesday. So we're at the Flathead Ocean, so we need to wait for and hope that we weren't too slow. We might have been too slow. I had kind of mosey around. Okay. Okay, earthquake and failure even earlier now at 79. Oh. Hello, sailor. Looks empty, but is strangely heavy. I don't remember what it did. I think that's what it did. I think it makes us invisible, but... Drink vial. Open vial. Drink liquid. Nothing unusual seems to have happened as a result. But I wonder if we tried to look at a mirror or something, if that would be a different case. I don't know how long it would last. All right, 1, 2, 3. Old man's not here. 4, 5. I don't know if it's gonna tell us when it wears off or not. Yay. Wake man. Give bread. I mean, he at least saw us, or didn't care that we were invisible, if we're invisible. My cartography skill hit 99 yet? Almost. I think we still have a little bit left. A little bit improvement left. I could start doing color coding at this point. I feel like we have enough kind of sections to start. Graph paper would help tremendously. This is true. But then you're so restricted. Open secret. Oh. Open secret door. I want to check something, and then we can turn around and go back down and check out the museum area. Down. Turn off lamp. Drop chest. Not that this really matters right this second. North. Look, examine mirror. Should have waited to drink the vial. Ah! Okay. So I'm not gonna drink the vial right now. We are gonna go back down here and check out this puzzly area yet again, because it's been a little while since we've been down here. Coding a mini-map for these in ASCII? That would be kind of fun. Doom did do it, and I didn't realize that until like yesterday. Literally, I didn't know that Doom had a mini-map. Worse than Rogue. Yeah, it could be, well, or it could be awful. Junction. Yeah, and Zork has a map. I'll feel so spoiled. It's weird. Opening to the west, that's where we came from. South Royal Hall. Okay. We're here-ish. Here. It's the north end of a large hall with a vaulted ceiling. A long tiled hallway leads north through a tall arch. Although the origin or purpose of this room is unclear, there's a large rendering of the royal seal of Lord Dimwit Flathead carved on the wall. Rogue was 1980. Is that one worth playing? There's this iron door that seems to kind of be pointless. This is south end of a monumental hall full of dust and debris from a recent earthquake. So this room's affected by the earthquake, at least in its description. You like roguelikes? Rogue is rough. It's worth playing for the historical value. I like them, but I don't like actively seek them out. That's not like my favorite genre. That might not be my jam. I guess not something I like itch to play. Roguelite and roguelikes. Slightly different. One of them you can partially save progress for later runs. That's a roguelite, right? I'd imagine. Sounds easier. Or kinder, but also just different. Might be worth booting up and poking up for a few minutes. I may do that. Just to see what it's like. I don't think I've ever actually seen any... Do you call it gameplay, I guess? Like legacy board games, a legacy roguelike. This is okay. We already did this. Iron door won't open, but we could still just go east. Yeah. Museum entrance. The entrance to the Royal Museum, the finest and grandest in the Great Underground Empire. To the south, down a few steps, is the entrance to the Royal Puzzle, which we haven't figured out yet. And to the east, through a stone door, is the Royal Jewel Collection. A wooden door to the north is open and leads to the Museum of Technology. West, there's got to be a reason for that door. Maybe. You're in a high-ceilinged chamber. We're in the jewel room, in the middle of which sits a tall, round steel cage, which is securely locked. In the middle of the cage is a pedestal on which sit the crown jewels of the Great Underground Empire, a scepter, a jeweled knife, and a golden ring. A small bronze plaque now tarnishes on the cage. I tried 777. I have the numbers 667 and 778 circled for some reason on this page. 948 must have been, maybe that's the starting number. I'm thinking of the technology room. Rogue Legacy was sort of the genre definer. Tearing up cards gives your wife anxiety though. That's understandable. Yeah, 948 is what it says on the gold machine. So what happens if we get in gold? Turn dial, of course, turn dial to 777. Gray machine, somewhat shaped like a clothes dryer, is on one side of the room, and the other side of the hall is a powerful looking black machine, a tight tangle of wires, pipes, and motors. Black is mounted near the door. Can't read it. The two machines seem to be in bad shape, resting in many spots, except for this gold one that I'm in. Push button. Wait, what? You experience a brief period of disorientation. When your vision returns, you are confronted with a goodly number of particularly stupid-looking people dressed in peculiar uniform and pointing waffle-like objects in your general direction. One twists his waffle at you, and you slump to the ground dead. I got waffled. Waffled. They didn't even... I did. Yeah. But you don't even get to come back. You're just dead. Is it because did I time travel? Did I travel back to the year of 777? Damn. Damn. When did I save last? Same. I could think of worse ways to go. Alright, that's not too bad though. We really just came from... Yeah, over here. Oops. Oh. Okay. Interesting. What happens if I just get in machine push button with 948? Nothing seems to have happened. Okay. Okay, at the 778, you experience a brief period of disorientation. When your vision returns, you're surrounded by heavily armed guards who seem awed by your presence. One whose IQ could not possibly be above 15 aims. A strange waffle-like instrument in your direction, and all goes black. Different, though. What? Oops. Oh. I cannot spell. Museum. Turn dial to, why did I write 667? This might have been in the manual. You experience a brief period of disorientation. The area around you seems to be solidifying. Rock formations close in on you, and before you can react, you are engulfed in stone. I think I went too far back. We need a different... I'm gonna assume these are years. I'm just not picking the right ones. A lot of death today. Okay. Or this might be dumb. Needed to go a little bit earlier. When your vision returns, your surroundings appear to have changed. Well, everything I was holding is gone. Great. Oh, that doesn't super matter, I guess. But my lamp is still on. Oops. Get out. Drop lamp. Get in gold. Turn dial to save. Don't touch that dial. Turn dial to... Can I go even earlier? Hi, my crib. Bork. Zork, mature dog would be cute. No, too early. Too early in time. Don't toucan. That's Sam. Jesus. Game? Okay. All of the numbers. Yes, we can. We'll just call Infocom. Alright, you hear the sounds of guards talking. I'm still in the gold machine in a large unfurnished room, probably intended to be part of the Royal Museum. Through the door you can hear voices which from their sound belong to military or police personnel. Strange gray machine is on one side of the room, powerful looking black machine. So, but they're not as old anymore, right? Plaque. Read plaque. Let's read the plaque. The gray machine, it turns out, is a Froboz's note-taking machine. We don't need no stinking. You're right. Where we're going, we don't need no help. Gold. Time. Gray. Silver gray. Froba's magic pressurizer used in the coal mines of the Empire. The black machine is a Froba's magic room spinner. Great, of course it is. A temporizer is the golden machine, like temporal. Temporizer. All our non-working models donated by Froba's co-president John D. Flathead. Okay. I wonder if we learned that from the panel or if I can, or the plaque. Read plaque. Yeah, okay. So outside of the door is Bad News Bears. I drop everything when I come here, so I can't bring the vial, if that does even what I think it does. Can I turn this room? Oh, the gray machine's from a different game, at least. That's why the coal sounded familiar. What was the black machine? I bet that was from 1, because I think the gray one was from 2. A room spinner? To look at our old map. There was the room where we had to touch the mirror. I feel like that was the only spinning room in the first game, so maybe they're both from the second. Not that I can remember anyone that spun in the second. I don't know, either way, while we're here in the past, we're gonna take this super safe opportunity to take a little break. So get up and stretch and move around and get some water. Get a snack, do whatever you gotta do, and we will be back in just a couple of minutes for some more, probably death. So, PRV. Okay. Sorry about that. Thanks for the good vibes, Green Wizard. I appreciate it. Okay, we're back. And it's looking now like we might not have to cut stream... Possibly might not have to cut stream short today. Seems like hospitals are being switched. So, but it sounds like possibly in a good way, I think. So, possibly might not, we might possibly not have to, they're moving to a hospital closer to us, so, I don't know, still kind of on call with that, I think, but for now we're just gonna keep rolling with a little bit more Zork, and then probably switch over to Laura Bow here after a little while. Okay. We had just traveled back in time, I believe, to the beautiful year of 776 the GUE. I need my keyboard. And we're in a room on the other side of a wall with some guards. Which could be bad. But we need to get past those guards, I think. And maybe get the treasure? I don't really know what the point of this is yet. But we have so far died if it was any time before or after this year. So as far as we know. There could be another number that we haven't tried, but... Let's, you know... Let's just open that door. You shut the door quickly and quietly, realizing that you would be killed in an instant if you left the room. If I could use this room rotator... then... I could go out. There's no rooms around this to my knowledge, but... unless it lined up at the Royal Hall. And the iron door or something. Oh, now I just want to play FF9. Uh-oh. Oh! Whoa! That took a while. Guards marching away, their voices fading. After a few moments, a booming crash signals the close of what must be a tremendous door. Possibly one made of iron? That would have been a good idea. I should have done. We'll do that again next time. West is closed and locked. East. Open stone door. Locked, probably by the guards on their way out. Locked from the outside. Okay, then what if we go south? Stairs in blindly to the south. Does that mean like a stairway to nothing? Dead end, I guess. Well, that's no good. The guards locked the iron door behind them. Maybe they locked it and then left that way. Like a stairway to heaven, a stairway to nothing. Unlocked door. They don't have anything. Okay. Can I get in the old? Why would I don't know why I would want to, but... Or get... We were in what, 979? I wrote it down. 948. Did we ever open that chest? I can't remember if we broke open the chest. We don't have anything to do so with at the moment because I didn't go get the sword. I open gray. Oh. Rusted shunt cannot be opened. I was wondering if somebody like left the key there. I left my lamp. Full of dust and debris from a recent earthquake. We're gonna restart. I'm gonna try and get back here before the earthquake. Yeah, maybe with the sword. What am I doing? Well. Barren area southwest. Alright, so now we need to find ourselves. Aha! Come on. Oh. Okay. Remove hood? No, not yet. Still? Ah. I'm hit again. I'm gonna die. Misses by a mile, misses the mark, too slow. Oh, ah. It went so well. Attack! Figure. That went even so much more weller. No. 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 I should start running away. Then you just waste turns. I'm gonna go... what's the word? Diagnose? Okay. Wonder how frequently that heals, if at all. Guess we'll just go with what we've got. Swing sword better. Aim, swing, stab. No! It was still saying the thing with the for weakened. I only said it like twice. That would have been fast if I had actually just removed the hood. Badly hurt and defenseless. Not the attempts at thrust. Badly hurt and defenseless. Alright. Oops. Okay, let's try this one more time. Hopefully. I'm hurt very badly now. Badly hurt and defenseless. Remove hood. Get cloak. Okay. Oh. I don't even remember when I muted. Maybe when I was drinking water. My bad. Okay. Now what? I wonder if this cloak and hood are gonna help us get past anything. That's what the earthquake does. Oh, that's it? Okay. So we have to wait a certain number of moves before we venture over here. The earthquake opens the wall. Okay. We don't really need to go down there yet. I don't think. Trying to remember what the royal puzzle is. It's just kind of like a hole that led to a cavern underneath it. It seemed like a dead end. But it's somehow a puzzle. Or too slippery to climb. So at some point we're gonna come back through this way from south, which would be really weird. That's kind of where the tight squeeze is. Hi, Matt. Nice to see you as well. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Trying to wrap my head around Zork, and that always goes impossibly. South, east, east. I don't think did the earthquake happen? Ooh, I don't think it did. It did not happen yet. Shoot. Maybe you do kind of want to go in that order. I don't know why we're gonna need the timber yet. Or the grue repellent. That might just be for helping. It seems like we definitely want to go like accomplished over here item grab land. And then probably do whatever's up here, though I don't know what lies beyond the guards yet. So maybe we can go see about getting past them. The earthquake is gonna happen any moment now, I'm sure. I think this is from Octopath. I like this song. Okay, the mirror is open. Let's go north into this room. So we want this panel to be here. So we need to push either of these walls. I think. I still feel like we should be able to, I guess not. That makes sense. Push. Wait, push mahogany. Plays south and stops over another compass rose. But if I can push it to where we go north, that might have been what insta-killed us, because I think that placed us like square in between. I don't really know. Might have to test that. It's $23.99 on Steam and you're seriously considering it? I would say go for it. Big time go for it. I still haven't beaten it, but I enjoy it very much. I kind of worked myself into a hole with it where it started to get kind of repetitive and not super enjoyable, but once I kind of just loosened up on giving a shit, it became more fun. Like I just kind of go where I want to go and do what I want to do instead of thinking I need to do something or expecting something. It's massive and it's a lot of fun. I'd say that's a steal. And for like the soundtrack alone. Hi Coax, you are a gift. You never need to apologize. You're fine. Hope work is going well. Happy Tuesday. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna see if we could go north instead of south, but this will safely get us to the Guardians for sure. Why? Why does it always get so loud? I swear I turn it down every stream. Oh, Matt, thank you. Thank you so much. For converting your Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. I didn't even know we had an alert for that. Thank you, I appreciate it. I hope you continue to enjoy your couch and your emotes. That was scary, but then a jam, so can't complain too much. I'm gonna try and turn it down a little bit again. Hi Pacto, happy Tuesday! It is Tuesday. Oh, I wonder if it chose the default one for that, which I haven't fiddled with the volume for that. Although the default is the Gabriel Knight one, but then I have a bunch of variations. That might have been why. Oops. Okay. Anywho. I appreciate it either way. Push pine. Pine while swings open. Okay, so now we are in this section of the hallway where if we go southeast and southwest, we'll be here, either side with a mirror on it, which is confusing because there was really just one mirror in this room. So why are there two mirrors? What is the point of the mirrors? It's because we're oriented like this. It's kind of like if you had two mirrors. So because we're oriented in this direction, if I go and push the switch, I probably wouldn't be able to get in from this room. But I would be able to get in from the right room, the eastern room. I want to test that theory. So if I go south, south again, push button, north, northwest. Okay, the mirror is still closed. South, northeast, the mirror is open. Okay, so yes. Science. Experimentation. Hypotheses. Executed. Hi, Kaylee. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to... Ah! Okay, but I don't need to go back in here right this second. We're going north. North again. So now we're in the room with the guardians of Zork. And I don't know what to do because they will kill us. Brutally. Like most things here. But I could get back in our rotaty room and push the mahogany wall to push us beyond the statues, possibly beyond Zork. Or just right into their faces where they've killed us before. Basically, yeah. Basically Zork. Okay, but we're doing okay. Said I stopped streaming for some reason? Weird. Thanks, Twitch. Yeah, we're still here. Owies. This is going to hurt for sure. So this is another Compass Rose room. Makes me feel like we could go... Maybe not. Identical stone statues. Face it. So if I try to go north, dead. Yeah. Mash. Don't get eaten by a girl. I'm trying to... We actually haven't died like that yet. I don't think this time, this game. Wouldn't get in their way if I were you. We do not. We don't have it with us. We have it in our brain inventory. Our brain inventory. Is my lamp on? Okay. Have I ever thought of writing a text adventure? Not since I was a kid. Not really, but I made like choose your own path, Neopets, and like Gaia things, like mostly on Neopets. I made little adventures, and you would click an option. You couldn't like type an option because it was just in like the equivalent of a forum, kind of. That just took you to another link, but. OMG Neopets, yes. You had one on Neopets too. They were so much fun to make and so easy. And then you could change all the colors and stuff, HTML it up. And then yeah, then I did some did I do that on Gaia or was that .hack site? Speaking of, I recovered my grunty from home. I have a grunty. He has a little hole in his tummy, so he needs to be fixed, but there's a free program called Adrift you could use for that if you wanted. That's nice. Inform 7 is pretty usable. Entwine. First game you made was using a hypercard, which is what Mist used. We may be long lost friends. I wish I knew my old Neopets. Actually, I think I don't know the password and the email is like defunct at this point, but I do have my like very first, I could go get it right now, I know where it is. Very first parental form that you had to like print out and have your parents sign so you could use the forums, and or your parent or guardian or whatever, and like physically mail it in because I don't think we had a scanner. You could mail it in. And then I could, and then my account was allowed to write in the forums. Still do dailies on Neopets, not much on site now because Flash, yeah. I think I still get emails on my present email. Because we jumped into Neopets for like a day on stream once. Just for kicks. It was fun. Can I talk to the Guardians? I'm not talking to myself. Aren't close enough to fight them, and even if you were, the contest would be a bit one-sided. Alright. A sweet odor from within the vial. I wonder what that's gonna do. That's important. Perfume. Wonder if that's gonna get us past. No, something with the guards. I feel like we've encountered anything that cared about the scent of anything yet. Possibly. Where? Liquid. Or liquid on self. The heavy but invisible liquid. It's odd. Yeah, I don't think drinking it's the right answer. Oh, did I go too far south? Wait. Did I? Wait. On either side of me are identical stone statues holding bludgeons. They appear ready to strike, though for the moment they remain impassive. I passed them. How much of this house? Yep, I made it past them. Okay. But why? There's nothing over here. Pardon me, Grunty. We got work to do. I am gonna have to flip this paper. No, because if I'm gonna hang it on the wall, I'll have to get another one. So north, beyond views vial, I guess. I don't know why the statues care what I smell like. Maybe that's how they detected me. Wooden door has a barred panel in it at about head height. The door itself is closed. Oh no, am I gonna have to know a password to get in a dungeon? Okay, whoop, pencil. I don't know if I want to keep going through this dungeon or if we should switch over almost to... Let's keep going just a little bit more. I'm gonna grab this poster. It's too far away. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, some more paper for our map. Better be extra careful, because I only have only have 3 pieces left. 2 after this one. Okay. Okay. Gonna be like this. Let's see if we can get past this door first, though, I suppose. Before I get too greedy. Okay. Knock on door. Ah. Oh. Hello. Oh. Knock on door. The knock reverberates along the hall. For a time, it seems there will be no answer. Then you hear someone latching the small wooden panel. Through the bars of the great door, the wrinkled face of an old man appears. He looks you over with his keen, piercing gaze, then speaks gravely. I have been waiting a long time for you, and you seem to have made some progress, albeit slight. I will remain here. When you feel you are ready, go to the secret door and say, Rats Osmoo. I did really draw a bunch of, I need only 2 O's at the end there. Go now! He starts to leave, but turns back briefly and wags his finger in warning. Do not forget the double quotes. So the quotation marks. Okay. Actually, the quotation marks include. A moment later, you find yourself in the button room. Earthquake. Good timing, earthquake. More Octopath music to inspire you. Okay, so he sent us back to the button room. We cannot proceed. I may have been a bit overzealous with our new piece of paper. Until we have more points, I guess. Thank you. Okay, but we probably want to open that passage early with the secret door, because I don't know how long the old man is there for. But then we need to do something until the earthquake happens. We're back in the button room, so we can go up. So we went all the way back here. And then we've wasted our... Have we? Light and empty. Can you get that back, I wonder? Like... I wonder if you can go... down south. Look. 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 Yeah, I think you just don't have your vial anymore, because that's vile. Broken timber. Why the hell are we gonna need that? Gotta find a key. Me neither, game. Okay. This is a small square room, in the middle of which is a perfectly round hole, through which you can discern the floor some 10 feet below. The place under the hole is dark, but it appears to be completely enclosed by rock. In any event, it doesn't seem likely you could climb back up. If I go up from in here, a small note of some kind. Oh yeah, we've read this. Please do not enter the puzzle after hours or when the museum personnel are not present. So do I need to come back and do the puzzle? But the staircases leads to nothing. Flight of steps leads up toward the north. A metal door leads east. Can't force it open. So, but if I go back in time, but then it, like, the museum personnel would be there, but repellent, broken timber. There aren't a lot of items in this so far. Forgot about it. Maybe they just landed in the present day. Maybe it's fine. The voices are muffled by the door, which fortunately for you separates you. They seem to be in heated debate on the topic of the excessive nature of the royal government. You hear from outside the door guards marching away, their voices fading. After a few moments, booming crash signals the close of what must be a tremendous door. Then there is silence. At least they left quickly, but I can't go south at all, which is where the puzzle was supposed to be. The doors to the east and the west are locked. I don't have anything in my inventory. Heck. Throw hands. Wonder what it would think. Why do you want to throw the hands off? Wrists. You know, I just have a bag full of hands. Spare hands. Get and gold. Turn dial to 948. Okay. Okay, all of my stuff is here still. That's nice. That's nice. What if I go back? Go back to the same instance every time? Yes. Interesting, but still not good. I don't want them to lock the doors, but I also don't want to get caught. It's true. Oh no. On the topic of the banishment of the Wizard of Robots. How would I'd have to have like a disguise or a spell to make me tiny. Or I can't probably move the gold machine, I bet. Thanks, Kate. Aha. Duh. I just assumed it would be too heavy since I couldn't pick it up. We have to move the gold machine into the room that we want to go in, of course. Hi, Eric. It's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. Just had an epiphany. But I need to respond to this message really quick, so forgive me for just a moment.
Need some music.
Okay, sorry. More updates on stuff. Seems like we won't know much more until a couple hours from now, but we can. Okay. So I don't think we're gonna want to teleport in this room unless we can land on the guards. Let's find out. You'll never know until you try, right? I love that. No, not the waffles. Okay. Open stone. Ooh. Yeah. Assuming I think we're gonna try both the whatever room we can push this through. We probably can't get it through the tight passage up here. I bet that's our wall. No worries. We found a time machine and we can move it. I didn't realize we can move it. So I think we're about to steal some jewelry from the past. And or go to the puzzle room. Elden Ring doesn't have death by waffles? Psh, easy game. Push gold machine east. Yes. Get in, save. Duels, get in gold. Turn dial 2776, push button. Uh-oh. Jinkies? Why did it just... Intended home of the crown jewels. It's unfinished. But I don't... Wait, what? So there's a pedestal that I can't reach through the cage, but I don't think there's a cage in here in this time. Golden ring, a particularly vicious looking guard enters the room, eyes you, grinds his teeth in a most unpleasant way, pulls a waffle out of his garment and vaporizes you with a flick of his finger. Fair. Oh, whoops. That is not how you spell that. Jewels. Try that one more time. Waffles are gross. Some waffles are gross. I feel like I've had more bad waffles than I've had bad pancakes. You know what I mean? I consistently have had mostly good pancakes. It's hard to have a bad pancake, I think. Maybe. But I've had some bad waffles. Push button. Okay, let's wait. Or listen at door. Listen to door. The stone door makes no sound. Cool. Oh, my machine disappeared. Okay. That's right. Okay, now there's silence. Get knife. Get Scepter. Get ring. Okay. Got him. Got a score point. Now how the hell do I get out of here? Open stone door. To the east and the north. East and the north. A large golden machine. Okay, so our machine just for some reason went back to the technology museum room. Get and gold. Maybe because there was more than one gold machine at the same time. No, get in gold. Turn dial 2948. Push button. Shit. Do I need to drop everything in this room? I wonder. Or I wonder if I can put it in like the puzzle. The puzzle doesn't exist at this time. Damn it. Restore. Yeah. Did I grab everything yet? No. Get ring. Open stone door. Hi, Corn. Happy Tuesday. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. In a high-class establishment. Yeah. Suit. We're like mediocre class. Not too bad. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. 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 Open wooden door. Drop all. Get in gold. Shit. Get all. North. Drop all. Save. Maybe. Get in gold. Turn dial 2776. Push button. Turn dial to 948. Push button. Get out. Look. Where'd all my good stuff go? All my treasures. They got picked up and returned. Oh no, you cannot be carried. Specifically. Well, I didn't mean to get all. A valiant attempt, don't want them. Okay, that's fine. Where am I gonna stash this stuff for a couple hundred years? Dang, custodians. The Royal Museum. Have to be super fancy. Super not elaborate, excessive. If we clean ourselves up a bit, we would be a mediocre class. My brain just took a solid 5 seconds to try to think of how that could be like medium yellow. Ochre. Anywho, south. Down. Drop. Bring down stairs. Burnt ochre. Isn't that a yellowy color? Am I wrong? Yeah. Somewhere between raw ochre and burnt ochre. Yeah, it is. That's our class. Probably not too bad. 8 time zones, how about moving to Europe? I've thought about it before. Probably not anytime at all soon. Sort of a yellowy brown. Kind of its own medium color. Yeah, free healthcare. That would be freaking nice. Moving does cost money, that's true. I do, I have a time machine now. Don't see any stairs here. Bollocks, that's not true. Can't go through the iron door. Can I like stash them in? I can't open the gray machine. Drop all in gold. Did I just swear in British? Yeah, that's how mediocre we are. We're classy. We swear in different languages here. Or I was just thinking about the Sex Pistols. So never mind the Bullocks. Yeah. It's a good one. It's probably like a sailor regardless of language. Look. Only non-working models. Gold machine is referred to as is there a gold? Only the one gold machine is in here. I think. Yeah. From this high-class establishment. No, swearing's okay. For the most part. Heck. Golly dang heckin' jeepers. Am I in the wrong place? No, you're in totally the right place. Okay, alright, okay. I'm going in brain circles, so I'm gonna write a note as to exactly where we are, what we're doing. And then we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna switch to Lorabo. Because I'm not making full cycles anymore. 776 with jewels cannot return to. I feel like we'll probably remember because it's tomorrow instead of a week from now, but you never know. 948 with items. So I gotta figure out how to make like a place to stash them or a way to get them. What happens if I... Okay, one more thing. Oh, and one more thing. Push gold machine south. Memory is such a fickle thing. Memory is a struggle for me. Yes, Lieutenant Columbo. We're gonna push the machine. It's funny, you see. It's these things. I gotta push it. I gotta try it. I gotta find out. I gotta do all the things. The small square room in the middle. Okay, so now we have the machine. Seems to have sustained some damage. So it might not work. Or we'll die. I broke. I broke it. It's so hard not to with these kinds of games. Like, wait. There's another thing I could try just to learn. There's another thing. And then hold on. Okay, but now we know that that doesn't work. Our maybe save, which is our most recent save, is the best save to come back to when we come back. For years now. Wait. We got 4 out of 7 though. Although our vial is empty in this epoch, in this time bubble that we're in, this save universe. So we probably cannot, we definitely cannot win the game. That's okay. Not in this save. I don't believe so, because there's a door way up here that we need to get to with the vial, I believe. And we already did try to get to it once, and we emptied our vial. But we didn't have enough score to get through this door, I don't think. But we will be able to eventually. I think that's where the dungeon master lives. I think he's who we see when we die. I think it's gonna be us eventually. I think there's a lot of time wonkiness in this game.